Hi everyone, Ashley here, Mountain Adventure Reviews, and welcome to another video. Tomorrow we're heading out. We are supposed to be going to Dinorwick Quarry, but plans have changed. We can't really give this opportunity this late in the season to not go and do a summit with the weather that's forecast. So a change of plan. We're going to head up Blencathra. We're going to do a wild camp at Scales Tarn, and we're gonna do what we do best, and that's wild camp in -7 degrees. So just thought I'd do exactly the same thing I've done on my other video, and that is do a kit list for you. We are in extreme cold now, so the previous video we were in kind of the autumn time. So extreme cold. This is where we change things up. -7 degrees is not to be sniffed at, it's not to be messed about with. So here is the kit list. So everything's going into the Rook 65 again. Brilliant bag. You've seen the reviews. We are in the Naturehike Cloud Peak 2, which is just there. We've got the Summit Etherlight Extreme mat. We showed that on one of our last videos. With a Summit Aeros pillow. Just behind there, I'm taking the Furnace 8 with me just in case, but we are on a winter bag now. We are on the Marmot Lithium, which has a comfort of -10, a comfort limit of -18, and an extreme limit of -40. So that's coming with us. Got my down jacket there. Got the JETBOIL Zip in there with spare canister just in case that one runs out. Water bottle to go with the water filter. Spare clothes in that bag. I've got 2 pairs of gloves here. Yes, 2 pairs of gloves. I've got my winter gloves, and then I've got my not so winter gloves. Tripod stand there. I've got the InReach. Got a thermal blanket just in case. The Unilite Headtorch. We did a review on that a couple of weeks ago. Check it out. We have got power bank there. We've got a thermometer, taking that with us. We've got the DJI Mini 2 drone, chest rig. I can't remember whether I've done spare clothes in a dry bag. Might have done, maybe not. Anyway, they're in there. Waterproofs just in case. Food, jelly babies. Got my spork there. Chili con carne for tea tomorrow night. Got a breakfast, got some snacks, got some beers. We're on the Brewdog Planet Pale Ale. Get in there, son. We've also got coffee in there, and everything. All my water for carrying, drinking is going to be going into the Osprey Hydraulics LT 2.5 litre. So, that is pretty much all of the kit in there. That's going to be going into there. So, yeah. So the next time I see you guys will be when we're parked up and we're ready to go. So, yeah, there'll be a few shots of the journey there in between. So I hope you enjoy them. And, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow morning. So we made it to Scales Farm, and I've got something in my eye, and yeah, we've parked up, we've got the packs on, and we're ready to rock and roll. Nav is set for the summit of Blencathra via Scales Tarn. So we are making a move from the lay-by where we've parked, and we're now heading up. Check in a bit. So whilst I'm just heading up here, just thought I'm waiting for Michael. Just thought I'd just let you know what I'm wearing today, because it's obviously pretty cold out. So to start off with, I've got my merino wool base layers and the leggings and the top. Got 1000-mile socks on with my Solomon X Ultra boots. As a mid layer, I've got a North Face Fast Dry t-shirt on, and I've also got my Revolution Race jacket. So trousers, I am wearing the Cyclone trousers from Revolution Race, which are really warm in the winter, hard shell as well, so they have had a coating on them in between washes and stuff like that of knit wax, just to keep them waterproof. We don't really intend on having any rain today, hopefully, but I've got my hard shell, like you saw in the kit list, the previous video. I've got my hard shell, my Berghaus hard shell, and I've also got a pair of over trousers as well, just in case we have a deluge. So, and then obviously my North Face hat. So, just thought I'd let you know. So we've just picked up this trail, this little path where we are now, which is just alongside the A66. Just see Scales Farm, just down there. This path is quite muddy, so there's a risk of fall here. Not the best thing to do, because try and film and walk at the same time, but hey ho. So our main objective today is to get to Scales Tarn and get set up and seeing what the weather's going to be like for a summit push. So if it's cloudy, we're just going to hang around Scales Tarn. If the weather's nice, we'll get up there for the sunset, which is at about 5 to 4 tonight. If the weather's not great, we're going to get up early, and we're going to get the sunrise of up on Blencathra. quite a steep ascent. This it's kind of taking it out of me a little bit. I had a cold last week, and it's a bit of a bit of a cough, and it seems to have taken its toll a little bit. I found this it's difficult, but just stopping here for a minute and looking at the views, and it makes it all worthwhile. Really, really does. Gained quite a bit of elevation right now, so I'll spin the camera around and you can check out that view. That is unreal. Cloud line coming over that one there. Said it before, say it again. Lovely place to be. Just make out in the distance there the little viaduct called Mosedale Viaduct. Mike spotted it, and that looks quite good. That I might try a bit of a zoom in on that on a photograph. So we're still on Scales Fell, just making our way through to obviously Scales Tarn, but it's been a pretty tough ascent this, right on the edge of quite a big drop, but just a couple of minutes ago we were coming up to this plateau. I'm thinking to myself, God, that's bloody miles away, that's so high up, but within a couple of minutes you're here. We've reached this little plateau. I'll just turn the camera around so you can see. There you go, this little plateau here. There's Mike. And then this little plateau here that I fell there's under a bit of clag. And then all the way down there is the A66. There you can see it. There you go. So that little peak there has just revealed some absolutely epic scenery. Absolutely amazing. Look at that. Unreal. Every time. Obviously I've been here before, but doesn't get old. Seeing that for the first time just doesn't get old. Never gets boring. Every single time I come here, it's different. The colours, the temperature, the ground. just make out Blencathra there through the flag, and it's gone again. As soon as you got the camera out and fired up, it's gone. So we've just literally just turned a corner and we're fronted with that previous video with the waterfall and the fells. It's just, this is actually probably one of the most stunning places in the Lake District that I've ever been to. I mean, that is just something out of a movie. It really is. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see a bit of a closer shot for it, but it's just stunning. That it's just beautiful. Just take that in. Just watch, listen, and take all that in. Plenty of waterfall shots, because this one is a pretty epic waterfall. It's huge, absolutely massive, all the way down there. So here we are on, just going up to Scales Tarn and Blencathra, which is looking absolutely stunning. There's a chap up on the on Sharp Edge up there, just on that little peak, obviously loving life. Go on, son. And obviously that is not the ideal situation to go up with heavy packs on, so we're going to take the left hand route. But first of all, we're going to go and check out Scales Tarn. That was a tough one, that little bit, especially with a big heavy pack on. So this is just one path all the way up from Scales Farm up to Scales Tarn, and a couple of switchbacks, and but it's just basically just one path and you can't go wrong with it. Some bits are a bit of a scramble, some bits are a bit tough going on the old legs and the lungs, but pretty much a single path like the one behind me, all the way up to Blencathra. So we're just coming up to Scales Tarn now, and we'll check it out. So we have made it up to Scales Tarn, and we've been here about half an hour now. We had a little fly of the drones and just boiled a bit of water for a coffee and a pot noodle. Mike's filtering some water now for himself, and he's been flying his drone first. And yeah, there's some people up on Sharp Edge. We've actually decided, after consulting some people that had attempted Sharp Edge, not to do it because of the state of the rocks, extremely slippy. So the risk far outweighs the reward. So we're not gonna do that. There is another path just to the side of the tarn here, so we're gonna go up that probably in the morning now, because there's a bit of cloud that's rolling in. Although it does look quite high, we don't want to get up there and end up with no views. So, but in the morning it's supposed to be stunning in the morning, so we're going to head up there in the morning and catch the sunrise. So let me just show you the tarn from where we are. So check out that. That is Scales Tarn. We've come up that little V in the valley there. We came up that way, and that is the route up there to Sharp Edge, which starts there and takes you all the way up onto Blencathra there. And the route we're going to take is a little path on this side. There you go, full panoramic round there, and that's that there. There's Mike just filtering some water. Filtered. Done. That's the tarn again. It's just like a mill pond here. No, hardly any wind, which has made us want to come to the Lake District rather than heading over onto the Pennines, just because of the weather situation. It's not very often that there's very little to no wind on the lakes, so can't miss that opportunity. So we've had a spot of dinner. It's about 2 o'clock now, so we've got a couple of hours until sunset. We found a great spot, as you've seen, so it's all good. It's just getting really cold now, so it's about 4 degrees. Hence why I've gone out, got me down jacket on. Just had a little run around, try and keep warm. Yeah, we've got some absolutely spectacular views from Scales Tarn. If I just pan round now, you'll be able to see Keswick all behind me there, as you can see there. It's just wonderful. It's down the path there. It's absolutely mega. What a place to be. So we've just walked up to the base of Sharp Edge. We were getting a little bit chilly down there, we needed to get moving again. So we've left the bags down there. There's not a soul about, so just thought we'd have a little recce up onto Sharp Edge. Just to see what everyone's been saying about these rocks. How slippy they are and whatnot, and if it could be scaled. Obviously the other route is always available, it's always an option. Yeah, let's check it out. So guys, let's just pan up. That is Sharp Edge leading up to Blencathra. We'll report back in a bit about the condition of the rocks. So just little tiny bit, I've gone up probably about 10 metres, 20 metres. I'll tell you something now. People are not wrong. These rocks that I'm on here, they're extremely slippy. I can see what people are on about now. We have seen some people on here today giving it some up the up Sharp Edge, but Mike's up there now. He's on the actual path, but the rocks themselves treacherous. Just gained a little bit of elevation, just scrambled up a little bit of Sharp Edge, just to a little grassy outcrop, and we can just make out the bags down there that we've left, and Scales Tarn. So we've just tried to have a go up Sharp Edge. People are right, the rocks are very slippy, very slippy. We saw some guys up there this afternoon. We were told that they were marking out some kind of boundaries for farmers and for setting up mobile phone signals so the farmers can get some signal when they're up here. So yeah, very slippy Sharp Edge. So if anyone's planning on doing it, just take it easy, prepare for it, and don't fall off. So that is the tent up now. We're in the Naturehike Cloud Peak 2. So in the vestibule right here we have got water, beer, water filter, cooking equipment, some mugs and filtered water in there. Inside, got my bag up there, Headtorch, ready to rock and roll shortly. Phone's on charge. Brought a power bank with me, so that's on charge. Just charged up the camera as well. Tonight we are using the Marmot lithium with the Summit Etherlight Extreme and the pillow. Inside I've got the OEX Furnace, it's going to be mighty cold tonight, and Summit Aeros pillow in there, if you can see it. Summit Etherlight Extreme. Pull that back up there, yeah. There we go. And I'll just show you the outside. I've got all my gibbons down there as well. Bits and bobs, thermal blanket just in case. Just to give you an idea of temperature. That's gone up, it was 2.5 before, but it's now 2.6. And then the tent, which is right there. Once again, Naturehike Cloud Peak 2 in its element. Looking great. Right by the tarn. We are on a little bit of an angle, but I've got my head up the top, so that should be fine. Let's have a quick look at Mike's. Mike is on the Vango Mirage Pro, and this thing has seen so much bad weather, but it's still standing, and it's a fucking awesome tent. Excuse my language. And he is just getting his gear sorted inside. And then we've got the tarn. Sun went down about 20 minutes ago. Yep, 20 minutes ago. Still got a little bit of light just coming off the tarn. Looking good. The mountains at dusk. Clag rolling through. Sharp edge up there. It's this sort of time of day that I absolutely love. It's just peaceful and quiet, and all you can hear is just the trickling noise of little streams coming off the mountains, and it's just so peaceful. Absolutely love it. This is one of my favourite things to do. Obviously I love my family. I'd do absolutely anything for them. They are my world. My girls, my little boy, my wife Jess. But yeah, it's just getting away for one night, 2 nights maybe. It's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So there's one other thing I want to say. A few weeks ago I lost my godfather, Gordon Hughes. He was 85, and he was an absolutely diamond bloke. He gave me some of the best advice in the world that I've ever had, and so I just want to say thank you to him for being there for me. He was an absolute legend in our family. He was my dad's best friend, and we're going to miss him dearly. And whilst I'm talking about this, I don't know whether any of you guys know, but there's a chap called Gary Ames, and he was a carpenter. I didn't know him personally, but he was on the Carpenters talk group on Facebook, and he was diagnosed with cancer, bowel cancer, about a year ago, or a bit longer, I'm not sure. And the guys on Carpenters talk group have raised somewhere in between £60,000 or £70,000 for his 3 daughters, and he's touched so many people's hearts with the way he's been so open with his diagnosis, with his surgeries, and unfortunately yesterday Gary passed away. I didn't even know the guy but reading his story over the last year or so, it's touched so many people's hearts. And tonight I'm going to be raising a can to Gary and to his life. And if anyone is willing to donate to his 3 daughters who have not only lost the father but a short while ago lost their mother as well, if you search on Facebook Gary Ames, spelled AMES, and donate to his Just Giving. It's for his 3 daughters, quite young, similar sort of age to my daughters. So yeah, tonight I'll be raising one to Gary. Rest in peace, mate. And I'll also be raising a can to my Uncle Gordon. Very, very sad, but we live on and we carry on, and we have the memories which will that we need to keep alive for our loved ones that we've lost. So that's enough for that, and I'll check in shortly when we've got some food on the go. So thanks for watching.
Evening viewers. So, for the tonight's annual beer review, we have the Brewdog Planet Pale Ale. Very, very nice. It's quite citrusy, I have to say, which is it's refreshing, very refreshing. Yeah, it's an easy pale ale at 4.3%. It's not super strong, not like your Elvis juices and stuff. Let's pull that. Oh, sorry. There we go. So yeah, it's actually really, really tasty. I'm not into my IPAs for some reason. I've never have been, but the last couple we've had, that Beavertown was lovely, and that is
Beavertown neck oil.
The Beavertown neck oil, mate. Yeah, that was lovely. But that Brewdog there, that's a banger, absolute banger, that one. Anyway, got another can to drink, so yeah, catch you in a bit. Alright guys, so time to get a bit of a cook on. You see me alright there, yeah? Yeah, you got me. Excellent. So getting a bit of a cook on, so I've got a bit of water in it, filled it up, and let's get this going. So I'm on the JETBOIL Zip. Bit of heat, bit of warmth. Let's get this boiling. And for tonight's dinner, we are on the fire pot chili con carne with the rice. There we go. So that's going to be getting out. And I'm also done with the beer, so I'm going to have a nice cup of tea. Yeah. Let that boil, and we shall be eating very, very soon. It is a bit nippy out. 3 degrees it is at the moment. But the only thing that's actually cold at the moment is my toes, which is bloody brilliant. So yeah, I've already filtered a load of water before with the Sawyer Mini squeeze, which is there and there, and that'll stay there. Got a bit of muesli for the morning. Shall be partaking in a bit of muesli, which would be nice. Yeah, so good thing about a gas stove, get your hands around it for a little bit, and get your hands warm. And whilst the dehydrated food will be rehydrating, that will be going inside my jacket. Just use it as a little hot water bottle for 15 minutes or so, and then we shall dine. So doesn't take too long for this to boil up, although I do think my gas canister's running a bit low, which I have brought a spare one because I knew it was running a little bit low. But it seems to be doing alright in there. It's nice and red and hot. I have put quite a bit of water in it. You can already see the steam coming off the side of the pot where it's got a bit damp. And yeah, hope everyone's doing alright. Morning. It is about 7 AM. Been up for about 20 minutes, half an hour. and I've just been outside to go for a wee, and yeah, it's currently 3 degrees. Might have got a bit colder in the night outside, but it stayed constant in the tent. I'm going to put the thermometer back outside in a minute just to get a true reading. But yeah, I've just opened one side of my tent up to an absolutely beautiful view. So let's check it out. So that's just the view from opening one side of the tent up. Absolutely stunning. I think I might make a brew and make a bit of breakfast, and yeah, just keep watching the sun come up.
So we're all packed up and ready to rock and roll. The time is 8:51. We're a bit later than usual, but it doesn't really matter. The sun only came up. Sunrise was only less than an hour ago, so it's just a case of going up Blencathra, come back down and head home. So really warm night in that sleeping bag, the Marmot Lithium. Absolutely toasty warm, which was absolutely perfect. Current sit rep, it is about 1 degree, so it's dropped, and the weather forecast actually said it was going to drop this morning. It stayed at a steady 3 through the night in the tent, but it has dropped to 1 degree. So there was no frost, which was good. We had a little spot of rain, which wasn't forecast, but we've just woken up to obviously the sun rising, and it's just starting to peek through onto the crags behind us, and it looks absolutely spectacular. There's a bit of clag just flowing through. I'm just going to do a little video for you now of it. Done a few little panoramics as well of the entire kind of bowl area that we're in at Scales Tarn. So yeah, I'm just going to have a little flip of the camera and I'll show you what we're looking at. a reflection of the crags on the water. This is our camp spot here. Once again, leave no trace, leave only your footprints. Thank you very much, camping spot. That has been absolutely idyllic. We're heading up Blencathra now, and then get some shots and head back down to the car and home. So we'll check in shortly. Whew, that was a slog. So we come from Scales Tarn along the left hand side, and if you have a look on OS maps, the path leading up from Scales Tarn up to Blencathra, there's a little ziggy zags, little switchbacks. We've just hit them, so it's taken us about 40 minutes to get to this point. The clag, the dreaded clag, has rolled in, and we're engulfed in it. So I am not expecting the views from the top to be as spectacular as we first hoped. Sorry, I'm a bit out of breath, but that was rough, especially with a heavy pack on, with all our gear in. I keep getting the camera too close to my face. There we go. It's just claggy knickers. Absolutely zero views. Well, we can only hope for a cloud inversion at the top. There's Mike coming through. Sit rep. Things are starting to freeze. My phone battery's just gone from about 60% to dead in 20 minutes for some reason. The Osmo is still working great, but it's just started to snow as well. So it means that we've hit 0 degrees. Obviously we've climbed maybe another 150 metres, 200 metres. So if the temperature down at the tarn was 1 or 2 degrees, it means it's gone into the minuses or back on 0 here. So we're still doing good. Still climbing the switchbacks, but we are getting a lot of elevation very quickly. So we've just got to slog it and keep on our path, keep on moving. So just coming up to another little turn here, so I'm going to check the map and see where we are. We'll check in real soon.
It's a bit windy. This is Holtzfeld Top. Lovely figure in the mist.
Bit of a schoolboy error. Made the OS map said Holtzfeld Top. This is not. This is Blencathra. And as per usual on our hikes, the views are amazing. And but clag. Hey ho, we're at the top, and we made it. So list. So, yeah, 850 meters, and there's the trig point. Ordnance Survey, trigonometrical station, and boy there just clambering down. Guy in the shorts, just had a chat with him, and yeah, nice chap. Had a little bit of a natter to him. Shorts, fell runner. Anyway, you probably can't hear a word I'm saying here because of the wind, but we made it. Blencathra, done. Loving it. Cold. Claggy. Spot on. I've had to put my jacket on. It's bloody Baltic. Definitely below zero up here. So, yeah, definitely. So that wasn't a misty camera that you saw, or a foggy camera. That was the mist clearing just enough that we can see down and check out our elevation. Yeah, we're on the descent now. We're coming back down the same way we came. But you can just make out, or can you? I don't think you can. Mega views all around. Couldn't see very much from the top of the castle, but this is absolutely immense. It's been fun. Right on the top of a crag. So we've decided that we are not going to take the same route back down in the valley from Scales Tarn back down to Scales Farm. We're going to come back down this way, which is across the ridge I've just shown you. So we're going to head back down. So we've got a few more little switchbacks to do, and then we're straight down onto the ridge, which is it's going to be fun. Looking forward to it. It's just rocks are very slippy. A lot of loose rock as well. While trying to walk down here, but it's what it is. Just got to take your time, place your foot in, make sure it's secure, put the weight on, repeat. Temperature's it's gone up a little bit, definitely above freezing now. We've dropped quite a bit of elevation, say probably a couple of 100 metres. So yeah, it's just getting a little bit easy going, which is good. So camera's too close to my face again. If I spin the camera around now, you can see lots of walkers on sharp edge. Lots of walkers up there. I didn't want to risk it yesterday, too slippy, but good on them for trying. Quite a large group, and I'm only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 I can spot. So we are on, this is Scales Fell, and we are just full wraparound panoramics of amazing scenery. Just got to be real careful because I'm right next to it again, and once like getting close to very, very, very sharp edges. So there we go. That's a panoramic with my mug. Beautiful. We are now heading back to the car, and we're heading along the same path that we came. We took a little detour up Scales Fell, and but we're now back on the path that we first had when we were coming up. So starting to hear the cars more on the A66 and things. So yeah, we're probably about a mile away from the car. So another wild camp done. Check this out. So that's it. It's just on the last little bit heading down towards our vehicle, and yeah, that's another one done and dusted. So really hope you've enjoyed watching this little hike up to Scales Tarn and Blencathra and whatnot. If you have, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, click that subscribe button. We can carry on doing more. So until next time, hope you all have a great day, great week, and happy trails. See you again soon.